Squirrel's been digging in my bed here. Did a pretty good job. Right here where I put this little mark. So we're gonna dig it up and take a look. Oh. Would you look at that? Earlier I thought it was going to be just an acorn or something. Apparently it's a whole globule of random bird seed. Probably stuffed in his pouches. Oh, there you go. I doubt anything will actually grow from that. But we'll leave it there, see if the squirrel comes back. He might need that. After all, it's still winter. So I'm not actually going to use the bed for another few months. January 12th, 2012. It's been a week or so since I've updated the last. Let's take a look, see what we got. Managed to finish a couple more beds along the sidewalk there. You can see that I'm starting to try to build a trellis along these 2-foot wide beds along this sidewalk. Excuse me, driveway. There'll be one all the way down, and the trellis will be right in the center to grow peas, cucumbers, and all those various yummy bits. Right there where the board is the little white marker where the squirrel was digging. As you can see, I still have those 3 beds to finish. And still along the fence there, I'm going to put in another one. This mulched area still needs to eventually have a tree put in. When I was digging a few weeks back, trying to put that line to demarcate the neighbor's yard and our yard, I ended up finding that little patch of stone right there. Could put some potted plants in. But I have that whole space right there. It's probably about 5 feet wide. Maybe 15 feet wide. My pile of rocks that I've found digging up. Bunch of bricks. All the white stuff is tile. I originally thought it was the asbestos shingles that we have on this side of our house. So it is nice to actually know that it's simply tile. Added this little bed. Last year that big pot was filled with basil. Quite surprised that the parsley is still hanging in there. Rosemary, of course, is doing quite well. What's really interesting is I was growing coriander, harvested the seed, and it apparently decided to self-seed itself. 2 spots. So we'll see how that holds up over winter. Nature just wants to do what nature wants to do. As you see back here, I really haven't done much more. The double dug potato bed is still halfway finished. Figured I should probably finish the front yard before doing the back. Along the way, when I was doing the front yard, I realized that I should just use the sod as a green manure and just bury it under 6 inches of topsoil. So all these beds with the leaves, and those over there that are just exposed, I'll eventually put all those pieces of sod back down there in the ground. Along the east side of our house, last year I ended up building a raised bed, and then to extend the season a bit, I built this makeshift greenhouse. And then before it snowed, I ended up taking the plastic off because it wouldn't, of course, be able to support the weight, because all I was using is 1x2s. As you can see, these boards right here, running the length I used last year to hang strings down. They make it a lot easier for indeterminate tomatoes to tie around the base of them and simply just string them up. Here's a really tall maple tree in our backyard. As you can see, it has such a huge canopy. And eventually I'll have to get up there and take some of these lower branches off so that I can actually grow something back here. Kiki, you want to see what's in the bag, buddy? Psst. Kiki. See what we got here, Kiki. Polish linguista. Brussels sprouts. Cherokee corn. Elephant dill. Ballerina datura flowers. Baby's rose flowers. White Wonder watermelon. Burlicum carrots. Camute wheat rye. Ping tong eggplant. Dono kale. Broccoli. Parsley. Poppies. Thyme. Zinnia. Golden beets. Basil. Chinese green noodle bean. Ground cherry. Blue Lake green beans. Cherokee flowers. Cherokee black beans. You gonna help, Kiki? What's in there, buddy? Gonna help? Let me help you, buddy. Leeks. DiMaggio onion. One big brown cat. Sweet peas. The flour. Wonderberry. Swad eggplant. Marigolds. Asters. Yellow wild strawberries. Giant amaranth. Russian kale. Oregano. Some sort of freebie flowers. Oriental mustard. Sage. Stuttgart onion. Cilantro. Alaskan peas. Snapdragons. Spinach. Butternut squash. Jalapenos. Brandywine. Sagami Hanjiro cucumbers. Quinoa. Golden Marconi peppers. Jawala Indian pepper. Mesclun lettuce mix. Snap peas. Romanesco zucchini. Red Marconis. Swiss chard. Basil. Rutabaga. Golden melon. And posta onion. And lastly, my favorite, okra. Not a bad stash. One of my other hobbies